Hello everyone and welcome to SmackDown. I am back and let's just get right to it. Subscribe to this channel, subscribe to Gold's channel, it's uploaded to both channels, so just do it anyways. SmackDown kicks off with Roman Reigns. Listen, I love Roman, but come on. This is like Triple H on Raw of the 2000s, which by the way, here comes Roman's Shawn Michaels, Adam Pearce. And Roman gets a "you suck" chant, and let's be honest here, he's not Kurt Angle, but he is damn sure a table. Not even a minute in and Roman is already growing impatient with Adam because he doesn't wait on others to come to him, which, come on Roman. Adam has been dealing with a knee injury for these past 6 years apparently. After Roman pretty much calls Adam his bitch, he explains how Edge is scared of him. Edge knows that he beat him so badly that WWE would put him on a Legends contract and something about an ambassador, I think. This leads into an Elimination Chamber talk. Adam tells Roman, just like Drew, he will defend his title in the Chamber. But then Paul Heyman intervenes and states that Roman has an agreement with WWE that he doesn't have to defend in the Chamber, but at the pay-per-view itself. And well, right away, Adam gets to work and adds Jey Uso and Kevin Owens. And just when Adam thought he was king of the world, Roman made him Our first match of the night is Rey and Dominic versus Baron and you want me to say it, but I won't. And this match is for the 2 spots in the Elimination Chamber. Rey started strong with some kicks, punches, and nearly a 619, but damn it, Sammy stops it. And not even a second after that happens, Dominic nearly gets killed by the announce table, but thankfully he looks alright. We come back from a commercial break with the Randy special. Rest hold, with a side of Rey sending Baron into the ropes for a 3rd time. In comes Dominic and Sammy, and oh boy, Dominic gets the best on Sammy with a body spin, tornado DDT, and a rope lip. Baron attempts to save Sammy, but Dominic stops him by just existing. Dominic yet again attempts the rope flip, but he completely misses. But credit to Baron for actually selling it, and well, Sammy takes advantage of this with a blue thunder bomb. But Dominic kicks out, and a few seconds later, Dominic and Sammy are playing the hams game. Very awkward, but not this beautiful neck breaker. Corbin stops the count, attempts at end of days, gets reversed, and for some reason it looks like he pushed Dominic out of the way to get the senton from Rey. This leads to the double 619. The match ends with an exploder suplex, and Dominic tries to stay in it, but a haluva kick is just too much for him, and Sammy and Corbin are in. Next is Biggie versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship. But before any of that can happen, Apollo interrupts Biggie's promo by bitching for another title match, and thankfully Big E says "Boo." The match kicks off with what already looked like a Kinshasa, a foot to the face later, and for once I agree with Corey Graves. Apollo needs to stop being a bitch and move on, and while that's going on, Shinsuke runs into the Great Wall of Big E, and then gets the large tsunami that is Big E Tit Splash. Which, speaking of storms, it looks like the heat wave that is Sami Zayn has consumed Hollow, and he's on the apron yelling, "His tits get the ladies!" Shinsuke gets the momentum back in the match with an enziguri, and he attempts to go for an exploder suplex, but Big E has too much of the jiggles, and well, Shinsuke resorts to putting a knee to the gut. Hits a middle top rope knee, Big E kicks out, and he attempts the Kinshasa, but Big E reverses. But then Shinsuke spams that R2 button and gets a kick right on Big E. Yet again, tries a Kinshasa, but Big E hits the discount rock bottom. When the match looks to be put away, damn you, Apollo! Burn It Down has returned! And Zeth has. This promo looks strangely familiar. Zeth looks like he just came from an Al Capone mission. After Zeth sacrificed himself at Survivor Series, he took a little break, and in that time, he's changed. He's a father now to a beautiful baby girl, and she has changed his life and his perception. Zeth then compliments everyone around the ring and how talented they are, and Seth wonders, where does he fit? And don't worry, it doesn't take too long for him to decide, as he believes he's the great leader that SmackDown needs. And writers or Seth, you could have just said SmackDown's savior. But anyways, this pisses people off and everyone leaves, including me, but one man stays, and that one man's name is Cesaro. Zeth is delighted to see someone embrace the vision, but Cesaro is first-class internet troll and walks off. And this makes Zeth react like his newborn infant and throws a temper tantrum on Cesaro. Bayley versus Liv Morgan. Bayley wins. Go fuck yourself, SmackDown. Street Profits versus Chad and Otis is next. Starts off with Angelo and Chad having some good old amateur wrestling, and well, just look at the excitement in these fans, Maggle. Angelo tries to escape the headlock, but Chad does a cool looking cartwheel to keep the hold on, and here comes Montez Ford. Damn, this dude has some energy. Too bad the cars don't. Ford attempts a body spin, but Chad just shows how great he is and gets this neat little roll up, and nothing happens besides rest holds and some throws, but then here comes Mr. Oh Yeah, and he sends Montez flying into the heavens as Chad comes back into the ring, but they fail a tag team move, which leads to Chad getting slammed to the mat, getting frog splashed on for Street Profits to win. Out comes Sasha Banks. She gets right to the point with stuttering and restarting a Pacific line again. Sounds like me, but she wants Bianca to challenge her at WrestleMania, and then here she comes, also saying she likes Sasha Banks like Sasha likes her. Okay, but then Bianca states that Sasha is the boss of her, and here comes the whole. On to the main event. We have Daniel and Cesaro versus Dolph, and it's still Bobby to me, damn it, in a qualifying elimination chamber match, and it only happened because they had to earn their spots, and Pierce wasn't being a bitch this time. The match kicks off with headlocks and kicks, and then here comes Cesaro with the drop kick. In comes Rude and immediately gets the uppercut, but then he looks to take the advantage with his father's signature move. I'll bend down and get. Daniel gets back in the ring and gives Rude some good old kicks, but Rude was able to get a roll up, and then Daniel gets the yes lock. But Rude was fortunately able to race to the ropes, and as soon as he gets up, he knocks Cesaro to the outside. And soon he joins him. Daniel tries to go for a suicide dive, but Bobby moves, and Cesaro gets blasted. And just when you thought things were fun, here comes, damn it, Sammy, get the hell away from me! We come back to commercial, and surprisingly, Sammy is minding his own business. But something that isn't surprising is a rest hold. Daniel tries to release from the rest hold by tagging Cesaro, but Rude starts flirting with the turnbuckle, but that makes the Zebra notice. Dolph tags in Bobby, we get a smooth looking suplex, and then we see Roman Reigns is watching along. Paul Heyman looks like he's missing his Beastie Boy. But shortly after this, Daniel gets the momentum back with a missile drop kick. Bobby darts to Cesaro and yet again knocks him off the apron, and Daniel springs right up with a roll-up. Of course, a kick out, and then a beautiful spine buster, and then Dolph shows his inner Spirit Squad. Woohoo! Daniel was able to attack in Cesaro, and he's on a mission as he clotheslines down Dolph, gets some payback with a punch to Rude. Dolph yet again walks into a city called Uppercut City, bitch. And then Cesaro gets punched number 2 on Rude, uppercut number 45 for Dolph, and after that whole beating, it's swing time. But nope, Cesaro's knee gets murdered, and then Daniel murders Rude with his knee, and then Dolph uses his knee, technically, to hit the Famouser. And as Dolph looks to put this match away with a super kick, Cesaro catches it with an amazing backbreaker, and then a swing, vicious looking sharpshooter. Daniel and Cesaro are in. There's a brawl that happens right after this match, and I don't care to explain what happens. All you need to know is that KO ends up on top, and Roman Reigns looks like me after the show. And that is SmackDown. What an absolutely miserable show. I don't even have to explain to you how awful this sounds. When that one SmackDown had impromptu matches, it was disappointing. But this is on a whole new level. So we kick off with Roman having a good promo. You know, fair. And then Dominic and Rey versus Sammy and Baron. For some reason, we're having a tag team matches to determine who goes in the chamber. What happened to one-on-one matches, guys? You know one-on-one matches still exist. We get the Intercontinental Championship match, which could have actually been something like Match of the Night. Honestly, could have been Match of the Year contender, but no. Let's have Paulo interfere like a bitch. Death comes back, and well, the only exciting thing out of that was his theme returning. Bayley versus Liv, didn't care. Street Profits versus Otis and Chad was, interesting, but how do I say this? Who asked? The Sasha Banks and Bianca promo was absolutely awful. For once, I was actually excited to see Nia Jax, and the main event was good. But I just asked, what happened to one-on-one matches, guys? You could have fit this in. You could have made Biggie versus Shinsuke that. I'm just saying, you didn't. Oh my god. You got screwed up. 5 out of 10. Screw this SmackDown.